welcome back. I had another video planned, but I had to order something. I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. So in the meantime, I had a couple other potting, planting things to do. And so I decided to put together this little video and give it to you. So I hope you enjoy. Sit back and relax. It's March the 16th and I'm going to plant now. These, I got my labels made, put in over there. Diamond eggplants, ping tong long eggplants, and Brussels sprouts. I'm planting them now because, well, the Brussels sprouts I haven't had success growing. They didn't mature, and I was watching Greta's garden and she has herbs planted already, citing the same complaint. She was saying if she don't plant them now, she'll never get them to mature. The eggplants, they will take a long time or a lot of heat to mature, so this is just to try and see if I can get them. Because I have the space to put them, then I can grow them out bigger and put them outside when the weather gets warm. If you don't have a place to put them, then this, what I'm doing here, you can't do. In the regular little cups. Let's see. These just be seeds looking like the turnip seeds. I'm going to put 3 seeds in each container. So the Brussels sprouts I got for over here, and then I'll clip off the weakest ones. More like 4 seeds in each container. Don't know if I showed you the seeds for eggplants yet. All the eggplants, they'll be the same. I don't know how many I got here, so I'll start out by putting 2 in each container. And that's all I have. I had a couple of 3 in and most of them with 2. Eggplants are nice. I like the eggplants to eat, but they're not something that if I have to fight with it, I'm not going to be growing them. I'm just, like I said, I'm going to try now to see if this will be successful, to start them early and put them out when the weather gets warm and they're nice and healthy. Will I be able to get an eggplant? We'll find out. This is the ping tong long. I don't have many seeds there either. Remember, I sowed some seeds from one of these, and they didn't germinate when I done the germination test. I don't even have enough for 2 seeds in a container. So the last one, I have to go like that. And what germinates, germinates. There, I have set what I had planned to set for today. So it's March the 20th now. And what I'm going to do, I'm trying to do as many ideals as possible, or as quickly as possible. So as you know, or as you might know, I have several different sizes of these cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes I believe I have. And I want to take these are the last of the Australian brown seeds. When I was setting them out, I put the last ones in here. And it's one of the thin trays that I have. And I'm wondering what would happen. I did one off camera just to make sure I knew what I was doing. If I plant them in something like this and let them grow up bigger before putting them outside, and they'll have practically no transplant shock. So we'll see what happens to up pot them once and then plant them outside later. So I'll take my plug and I'm just pushing it down to make a hole in there. This one has a root sticking out the bottom. And when I push it out, this is what I have. You see, it's a nice little plug there now, and that's what I'll have, of course, when I'm putting them outside in the garden. So I can take that plug and stick them right down in that hole. Like thus. Okay, let's try it like that. I'll put it in this cup. And I'll take this one right here. Lay that back down. That one was a little disturbed. But that's the plan. To fill out, well, take all of these, I have enough cups, and put them in there, and then I'll show you the result once I get them all in the cups and back over on the watering mat. Now, of course, you have to still water these down, the same as if you're planting them outside. Make sure there's a lot of water in there, and then from here on they'll get the water from wicking up from the watering mat. as you can see, 3 deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 24, 25, 26. Now, I don't have enough room to do any more than that. I just wanted to do those few for this experiment. And we'll see. I'll let them grow and decide by their size when I will plant them out. These 3 in here are the pea shrub. I had 3 sprout. Well, I had this one sprout first, and it's coming along nicely. It's got a root coming out the bottom. Maybe I'll put it in a bigger container. And this was the second one, but no more were sprouting. So I turned on the heating mat, and I've got this little sprout, and it really doesn't seem to be that strong. You'll see what it becomes of it. But the rest are over there with the heating mat on, and none of them have come up yet. I mentioned my basil, and because it was so much heat, etc., etc., that I might be growing them inside anyway. I got this tray. And I have a slit in either end. And I have some cotton material for wicking material in there to wick the water up in here. And it was a few days ago. Now I seeded this out. I just put the seeds on and pressed them down, and as you can see, they're all coming up. I did seed it sparsely so that I would just get a nice growth of basil there. Last, when was it? July? I think it was. I went outside, and all of my fruit trees, I cut several pieces of scion wood off. And I think I have like a total of 45 potting containers like this. And I showed on the last update that one of these was starting to get its leaves. And right now, it's got quite a few more leaves. I'll bring that camera in closer. So you can see. And what I'm planning to do here now, I have this is a almond milk container filled up with potting soil, and I'm pretty sure these other pieces are not going to grow. So I'm going to gently take out this one and see what the root is like, and when I get it out, I'll find out what kind of a hole I need to put here to put them down. Oh, it's got some nice roots on it. So just look. So that's very nice. Now that goes down a long ways. I'll take this paintbrush. I'll make a nice deep hole. Give that a little twirl to get it in there. Now, it's in there. And I'm going to make sure it's got lots of water right now, because as you know, when you transplant a tree, you have to make sure the soil is good and soaked at first. That should be enough. I'm going to, I think, return this one to the sunroom. But for now, I'll put it over right there. And let's see what the rest of these pieces are like. No sign of root growth. Nothing. 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 I wasn't expecting. So that was the Romeo cherry. I've got one Romeo cherry. In the other pails, there are some pieces that looks like they might leave out. So I'm waiting and I'll see. I'm going to try this again. I got 1 out of 45, but I mean, it's my first time. I really don't know what I'm doing. And it was just a matter of taking some pieces of the new growth off your fruit tree or bush. This is dirty sand, what I have here. But I'm going to do it in potting soil this time, I think. And you stick them down in there. You go by once in a while to make sure the soil is still moist, and that's it. There's not really anything you need to do with them. So I'm happy, and like I say, I will continue to try to clone them and see how good I get at it. Things are getting a little slow here now. The snow is starting to melt, but it's still everything covered in snow outside. And I'm at the last little bit. It's another 2 weeks before I plant anything. So this is the slowest time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button for me if you did. And I hope to see you in the next video.